Good evening, everybody. Lots of you joining me this evening. That's nice. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time. Sorry to hear you're still not doing very well, Sam. Hi, Peter, June, Shirley, other Shirley, Lillian, Sandra, Anne, Marjorie, Sue, Jill, Pat, Irene. Loads of you. So thank you. Thank you for joining me. I know there's lots of you that don't comment, which is absolutely fine. So hi to everybody of those as well. And lots of thumbs up if you don't mind down here somewhere or other. That would be brilliant. So I am going to do a fancy fold for you with some papers. Now, we did papers last week, and those are all winging their way to the various different people. And there was just a few of the Freedom Field. Yeah, Freedom Field. Funny name. And it had butterflies on, so it was a must. But I particularly wanted to just do this little fancy fold that I'd seen in inches and everything, and I can't be doing with inches, so it's 1 in centimeters. So just a little bit of that for you today. I had hoped to do some more with the Sue Wilson floral frames, but unfortunately there's so little stock of that at the moment. They're hoping to get a few more bits and pieces in, and there will be some on Sunday available as well, I think, because on Sunday, oh gosh, no, let's not talk about that. I'm getting excited about Sunday, but we're not even there yet. So Wednesday, let's do Wednesday. Anything that you see, you can get on maximumcrafts.com. So go and grab yourself anything that you might like over there. But I will already say that when the Freedom Field have gone, they have gone. There is no more, I'm afraid, because there's none at the suppliers and they don't intend to get any more. So I've gone for Freedom Field because it's a bluey colour, a blue and a sort of golden yellow. I've gone for the decorative paper, which is also inside the kits as well. So the paper kit that you can get has this same decorative paper in, plus all of the embellishments and sentiments and bits and pieces. I have chosen 2 out of here. So I've chosen the dotty spotty one and also this gorgeous butterfly one. So I've gone with both of those. And then I have gone with a piece of midnight blue pearlized foundation card, so you can see the sheen on that. Not necessarily because of the sheen, I just loved the colour, so that's why I've gone for that colour today. And this piece here measures 28 centimetres across there and 15 down here. Now, I'm going to be using my paper trimmer, which is not the guillotine, it's the one with the runner sort of thing on there, to do a bit of scoring and also a little bit of cutting. You could, of course, use a scoring board and then a craft knife, and do it like that. I just wanted to show you that it's much easier like this, but also just show you how to do it. And it's a really simple, very effective fold, but really very, very simple to be able to do. So I'm going to extend the arm onto there. Let's push that over there so you can see. Sorry, it's a shiny bit there, isn't it? Oh, I can't do anything about that shiny bit, so I apologise for that. But we are going to take, so we have a scoring and a cutting blade on here. So I'm going to put my cutting blade right at the top. Don't want that for the moment. So first of all, I'm going to work along the long side. And I'm first of all going to take my first piece to 4.5 centimetres along. So 4.5 centimetres. And then I'm going to take my scoring piece here and score that. Then I'm going to move it along to 9 centimetres and score that. Then to 13.5. So all the time I'm taking this edge here to the measurement here. Okay, so 13.5, and then once more to 18 centimetres. Okay, So that is that. Now I'm going to turn it around, and I'm turning it around so that I have got, if you can see that, there's a large section down here and all the others are sort of evenly spaced. So I'm going to work from the evenly spaced bit, leaving that large piece down the bottom, and I'm going to pop it into my cutter again. Let's bring in that bit because we don't need that. So then I am going to use this as my measurement. If you see what I mean, you have got, with the cutter, you have got a little indicator there of that is where the cutting edge would be as well. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Just take it out for a minute. So first of all, I'm going to line this up so that it is at 3.5 centimeters. So this long line is at 3.5 centimeters. And I've also got that piece there in the middle, just to be able to gauge so that I know I've got that straight. Okay, so I'm going to hold that in place. I'm then going to bring my cutter and I'm going to start it off by pushing it into there so that that line is running parallel with that line. Or of course, if you were using a craft knife, you would just start your cut there. So this is on the first score line that I've made, and I'm going to cut that all the way down and stop when it gets to the third score line. So first, second and third score line. There's one more, we're not counting that one, so just down to there. I'm going to then pick that up, and you can see then hopefully that that has cut nicely. And as I said, if you don't want to use or haven't got one of this type of trimmer, then simply use a craft knife and cut it like that. Then I'm going to turn it over and do exactly the same. So I'm going to put it in so that it's at 3.5 centimeters. And again, just check it is down there. I'm going to put that down and start so that my lines are all lining up there on this first score line, and cut it down to the third score line so that when I open that up, oh, I can get it out of there. I'll just show you. We've now got those two pieces cut. Okay, so I'm now going to fold and burnish my piece of card. So first of all, with that big piece there, I've done a valley fold, so that's folding it over. Then back the other way. Then back the other way. And you can see already that this piece wants to come down as well. So I'm just going to press that there. Press it. It almost wants to do it without you even paying any attention to it, see what I mean? So it's folded all like that. And then when I turn it around on its side, when we open it up, we've got this piece here, plain panel there, but then we've got this sort of well, pop-up area, hardly that, but that's the side that we're going to, well, we're going to decorate all of it. But when you close it up, you can see that that will fit into an ordinary A6 type envelope. So that's your smaller one really, but it's going to have a little bit of a je ne sais quoi. Eh? So let me just burnish that again. Now I'm going to take that to one side, and I'm going to cut some of my card here now. So as I said, I've used these two from the paper there, and I'm going to use this one first. So I need to cut two pieces to start off with that are 4 centimeters by 14.5. So I shall bring my cutter back in. This one obviously has got a pattern on it, so I do need to make sure that my butterflies are going to be that way round. I don't want to make it so that they are not. So I'm going to cut them both at the same time. So I'm going to cut that at 8 because I'm doing the two at the same time. So I'm going to take this to 14.5 and then just trim those down. So we've got 4 centimeters either side. And as I said, made sure that my butterflies are up the right way. Okay, so that's those 2 pieces. Then I need some more pieces that are going to be 4 centimeters by 3 centimeters. And so these are going to go onto these little panels here. So these little ones here. Okay, so 4 of those. So if we do, let's see what we've got there. We've got just about a 12. Just being a bit canny with the paper really, because I don't want to waste it. So I can do 4 there, and I've got to think 4 across and 3 along. So let's do the 4 across like so, and then I can just trim 4 pieces that are just these little squares. Okay, so 4 pieces like that. I thought I'd show you how I cut out all the pieces, just so that you could see. You don't need to do all of the pieces, of course, but I just think that they will all look rather nice. So you've got flowers on some of them, butterflies on others. Okay, so then I'm going to take my spotty piece and I'm going to cut 2 pieces that are 4 by 7.5. So I'll go in at 4 again there, and cut that at 15, which is 2 7.5, and those 2 pieces there. So we've got 2 pieces that are like that. Okay, now you haven't even seen that I've done one piece, but I'm going to do one other piece whilst I'm cutting it, and that is going to be 8.5 by 13.5, and all will become clear on that one in just a little while. Okay, so I'll go over that again, what I've got there for you. So I've got 2 pieces, which are the long pieces there, which are 4 centimeters by 14.5. I've got 4 pieces which are 4 centimeters by 3 centimeters. I've got 2 pieces which are 4 centimeters by 7.5 centimeters, and finally, bring that down so you can see it, I have got 1 piece which is 8.5 by 13.5. Now I know our lovely friend June will be watching intently, and I know that she will write all the instructions with all her lovely illustrations. She's brilliant at it, and I know there's so many people that really love to be able to see what it is written down and be able to work it like that. So I will put that back up on the Facebook group page in a couple of days when she's had chance to do that for us, if you want to know what the measurements are. The other good thing, of course, with the YouTube live is that you can watch this once it's all downloaded, so give it sort of an hour and it will all be there for you to watch at any time that you might wish. Okay, so this panel here, now you may have been thinking, well, that doesn't quite fit because it's a bit too small, like that. Okay, and the reason being that I've already cut myself another little white piece of card. I cut it from an ordinary card, actually from a 6x6 card, because I wanted a top fold to it. Okay, and this piece is 9 by 14. So that piece then fits there nicely. Let's put it all together and then you'll be able to see. Now there's one other thing which I didn't actually cut out from there. I cut it out earlier, and that is a satin gold butterfly, because I have decided already it is only the one butterfly. That's it. We're not having a conversation about that one again, but that is my butterfly that I'm going to pop into the middle of my card. So let's put first of all our pieces together. So if I take them over there, so first of all we've got this outer one here, and that one, just stroke that a bit because I think I need some new blades. Don't you think that looks pretty? So that goes on the very front. So that's the panel for the very front. Now there's no particular occasion for this card. It's sort of like just because. Okay, so that's the panel. Now this little panel, one of the smaller ones, that actually goes on here. So I'm going to put that on there whilst I think about it as well. Okay, so it all fits in with just a little bit of space all the way around. Then I'm going to open it up. And my other butterfly panel is going to go on this side. So let's put that on. I mean, with different papers and bits and pieces, which I'm sure you've all got, you can make, and especially if you bought the papers from last week, you can find lots of the papers that would be suitable to put on here. They've got like the strips in the ones we had last week. So again, they would be ideal. Don't like the way the feathering of that was. Should have changed the blade. So that's then going to go into these little corners here. And they should again have a fairly even little space all the way around. Just make sure if there is a butterfly on it that it is flying the right way up, or anything else that you've got there. You could also take ordinary card and just emboss it for this part too. So whilst I'm doing that, oh, can't see. That's better. Yeah, she is a star, isn't she? Sorry, I was just looking at your comments there. June is a star. I tell her constantly because she's so good to me. I know how much work it takes involved in doing all of the written instructions and everything. Now, the only time you won't see the written instructions up there is when that is for the card kit, because that's obviously included in the card kit for everybody. So that's finished all those panels there. So you can see that they're all nicely there. Now this one here, as I said, I've cut out this piece. I can pop that onto the card front. And that just fits in there like that. And then my card, the back, so that I've got the top fold here, and I'm going to put glue onto the back of this piece like that. And put that into my card because, well, two reasons, but one of the reasons is if I wanted to write a sentiment or a message to anyone in this card, it'd be a bit difficult to write on this one dark colour and two pearlized, because it doesn't easily take, unless it's a sort of permanent marker. But now we open that up and we have got our card there as well. So we've matched the card to here, the papers rather, and we've got this really nice one that we can just open and write anything we want to. You could put a nice stamp, sentiment or something into the center here, which would be quite nice. See if I can find one there to go in there for a second. Now, one more thing we need to do is pop our butterfly in. So our butterfly is going to sit onto the middle of this piece here, so that when you open it up, you will be able to see it in all its glory. But we need to make sure that it is going to stay stuck there. Okay, so I am going to put glue onto the back, obviously, and I'm going to put it onto a bit here, the center piece, the center sort of body, and the other bit is there. I don't want it to be all completely flat. That's only because I prefer not to use it like that. But before I do that, because I know that this is going to be folded, I'm going to just fold it in half so that I can just encourage that a little bit just to fold where I want it to. And when I open that up again, that's going to go on the fold of this card. So turn it back over, little bit of glue there, little bit on the body and a little bit just there. If you wish, you could put glue all over, but I prefer not to. So I'm just going to center that up so that I've got the body running on that crease of that section, and then just hold that in place, including the middle bit. Give it a second or two to dry. Now, obviously, you could put, you know me, I probably will, put some more butterflies or some other sort of embellishment on there. You could put your full sentiment on there. You could also, of course, put some different papers, break it up, all sorts of things you could do. And really, today was showing you the card fold. Don't know what we call it, though. What do you think? So now I'm going to shut that up, so that when you open the card, you see it in all its glory like that. But when you've actually got it closed, it still looks nice, but you've actually only got half of your butterfly there. So it might be quite nice if you had sort of a small butterfly up in this corner, or maybe some of your corner dies, all sorts of things you could use, really. Don't know what we're going to call it. What can we call it? What are you going to call it? Whose butterfly was it? The butterfly is from here. Wings of Wonder collections, called Butterflies. So you've got, with that one, I think there's still some left on the website, you've got 3 sort of full butterflies and one on its side there, which is quite nice. And they're quite large, quite nice size. He could go there, couldn't he? And you've also got the little extra body bits there. This one needs an extra body. Kind of lends itself to being a couple of butterflies there, doesn't it, really? I think it does. But you know what I'm like with butterflies? No, stop it, stop it, stop it. Don't get me started with that. So, as I said, the theory really was card fold. So I do apologise. So as I said, with this nice little write your sentiments in and that sort of thing. So I think to finish it off, I would like to put a nice sentiment in the centre there, and maybe a little bit more decoration there, that type of thing. So there we have our lovely fold, but we don't know what it's called there today. So it looks nice when it's all put out there like that. Now, as I said, unfortunately, if you're keen on the Freedom Field papers and everything, they literally are just down to single figures. So you need to grab hold of those very quickly if that is what you want, because I know that they are non-available afterwards. Now, I am looking forward, of course, some of the people there already are looking forward to our accordion card. It could be an accordion card, butterfly fold card. Well, we could call it that in this particular case, couldn't we? That might give us an idea. I'm thinking as well, though, that it could you could do it in different ways, couldn't you? I'm thinking that if you were to do it that way round, you could maybe even Christmas time, you could put like a notebook here. You know, the post-it notes, the big post-it notes. I haven't got any big ones down here. I've only got the small ones. Or maybe I've got a big one here. Have I? No. But you could put a post-it note holder there, and then you could make that into a stand-up bit here, and then put something here as well, couldn't you? Sky's the limit, really. Anyway, we might see this one again. So I have a workshop with some folks online this Saturday, so I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you. Loads of you are going to be joining me, so I'm really pleased about that. And we're going to have a lovely Saturday afternoon of crafting at your own pace, which is how we like to do our cards. So all the packs are on their way. Well, virtually, I think nearly everyone has them now. So that's great. And then on Sunday, oh, now I'm getting excited again. On Sunday, I am going to be bringing you the next Easy Frame set. And it's very exciting because it's been around for a little while. I've been showing a few people, but not online. That's not been available until Sunday at 6 o'clock. So do come along. They are limited at the moment, but when China gets back and start in work again, which is hopefully very, very soon, we will be able to get a few more as well if necessary. But it's a really lovely, very pretty and very different frame, and it does match with previous frames that you may or may not have. So do come along then. One thing, it isn't a live one on Sunday. I can't be with you on Sunday, I'm afraid, and so it is already in the books, and it will go live at 6 o'clock on Sunday. Not that it will be live, it will go live. So if you see the link will say private. But come 6 o'clock, it will go live straight away, and you can watch it then at any time. So can't wait to see what you think of that one. I will be around a little bit later online. So do let me know what you think. And although I don't think I said it on the video, a few thumbs up would be really good on the day. So thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great rest of the week. I won't see you in person on Sunday, but it's something so exciting for you to be there. So take care. All right. Thanks very much for joining me. Bye.